You did like theatre shows during your study.
Yeah.
But you had acting lessons?
Yeah, some.
Huh.
Yeah, quite a lot.
I don't...
We had to do a lot of writing essays and reading books as well.
So was it half or
it was more like 2/3 theory, 1/3 practical.
This was in university?
Yeah.
You studied...
drama.
What did you study in university?
Theatre studies.
Also?
Yeah.
Okay.
But a different one.
You're more acting, like
I
more
did
full on.
Completely.
Yeah.
So we had we had 2 hours theory per week maybe. The rest was completely just, we had movement, voice, dancing, acting.
So this is the drama school that you talked to me about, where you...
Yeah.
Okay. Like you went to one drama school.
Like a classical drama school. Like here, if you would go to Paris to the Conservatoire,
okay.
or if like Guildhall or something like this.
Yeah, that kind of.
Okay.
Or I don't know any names of
Juilliard.
acting.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, okay.
Like it was a University of Performing Arts.
Yeah, and this was the one you were telling me 1% get in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
like everywhere.
Yeah, like a lot of drama schools. I didn't audition. I didn't audition to go to my school, but if I wanted to go to a drama school, yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of people who apply, and you always have to pay money to do the audition anyway.
How much?
Anywhere between £50 and £100.
Ah, really?
They set their... I know that my friend auditioned for RADA last year and had to pay £100, and that doesn't even mean you're going to get past the first round. And there are 4 rounds to get into RADA.
And you
but if you...
No, you don't pay. You just pay one off.
Yeah.
But that might just be get one audition.
And because I know in Germany there are schools you don't have to pay anything for doing the audition. But there are some where you have to pay like €20 or €25. Mm-hmm. And if you're in, you get it back. And I think this is so strange. It's not, yeah. So I paid €25 for the audition at the UDK in Berlin. And I got it back.
Oh, no, that's nice.
Yeah, but it's 10 people. So they say, there
was 10 people on your course?
Yeah. Always.
Wow.
700 people applied?
Yeah.
And 10 people got in. Wow. The odds of that are astounding to me. I
know 2 types of auditioning. So, for example, but I think it's more an East Germany tradition. The first round, you have groups of, let's say, 10 or 20, maybe 20 people who do the audition. It's a bit like here, and you prepare 2 monologues in one song, for example. You have to do a classic one and a modern one, and a song, theatre song, and sometimes you have to write a text on your own, or to prepare something something you have written. And then everybody's sitting in the same room, and that you start to everybody shows, but in front of the audience, in front of the people who are applying. Audition. Yeah. And but it's not too bad, because you spend time, because the other option is you are waiting in a room where you can warm up a little bit, and then a student from the school, which is usually very disagreeable, because they are like, hello, hi, oh, you must be so nervous, and they take you, they say, okay, you have 5 minutes, I will come back and then I will show you the room, and then you're waiting in front of the door. You don't know the people who will sit there behind a table, and you have 5 minutes. You get in and you say, hello, my name is blah blah blah, I have prepared this and this and this. And then usually you can choose the one you want to start with. And after that they say, and they do exactly the same. They say, okay, thank you. Could you maybe sing your song? And the worst one was Vienna, because you just get a number. So there is a list, and in front of your name there is a number, and that's what you're called during the audition. Maybe like...
I am not a number.
I remember, I still remember. I was 126.
Ah.
And is there a limit for age?
No, there's no limit for age.
Because in Germany there is a limit.
Oh,
For
really?
women it's 24, 23.
Really?
Yeah. And
That's really bad.
for men 26.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can go anytime. My friend's just graduated and he's 30, you know.
Yeah.
People go, that's what's quite good about them actually. They let you go, they like a good age range, and they're happy for you to have been doing something completely different before, that you might never have acted before, or you might have been working professionally as an actor for 5 years, then gone and trained.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up moving to London and just working as an actor, and I was worked with lots of really young, cool companies, and that's how I found out about Philippe's school. But my family are funny people, but I was always me who had to... I was the one who always took it too far. I always used to get told off for I would always just make impressions of people in my family, and it got to a point where they were like, stop it, you know, stop, you're being rude now. And then it got to a point, I think, where they were just like, this is what we do, oh, let's just get Ryan to do his impressions again. So it would always be like, Ryan's really funny. So
they told you to stop at one point.
Yeah.
They realized
I used to get into so much trouble for just being, because I would copy them all the time. I just copy. It's so rude. I just used, like, if I was getting told off, I'd just copy them back, and then I'd get sent to my room. And then with my sister as well. My sister was so easy to wind up, and I just used to go on and on and on. And now it's to a point where, even now, they'll be like, if it gets bored, it'll be like, Ryan, what do you have to say about this? And they'll be like, well,
and then everybody's laughing.
Everyone's laughing and everyone's listening to me.
And
What's your Philippe impression?
My Philippe impression is becoming more and more like Yoda, which is a shame. Because I used to think, I was like, that is such a good impression. And now it's become more like, horrible you are. And
that's true.
Like, what's an insult he's thrown at you?
Yeah, I think the one everybody starts with is it boring or is it fucking boring? And then I like a lot, try it, but it's never in the pocket.
Yeah.
And I love this because he literally translated from, it's a French expression, and I'm living with a French woman, and she was laughing so much when I told her that. Or like, in French we say, you hit your ass on the ground. And I like a lot when he says, mais là, it's nothing, it's, we don't see anything. Thank you for your explanation, but we don't give a shit about your feelings. Stop, teacher will explain. Yeah.
I know that one. The worst insult he's ever said to me would probably be about my voice during melodrama, and he started saying that I didn't have an acting voice, and every time I'd go on stage he'd just go,
it's horrible.
He'd go, it's horrible. And then he would start going, I'd be talking and he'd just go, and it was so hard. It was like, whoa, this is horrible. I'd be like, oh, Philippe, do we do the exercise like this? Like this? And he'd go,
but then he changed to Welsh.
And it worked.
And suddenly it worked. If he says something like, this was really horrible, what we saw, it's ridiculous, is less horrible than to be boring. For me, if you're boring, it's much more...
But being boring is the worst thing, I think. Because Or
if he says, it was nice. But nice means it's really boring. It's really not... And sometimes around this topic, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't remember. What was it? Once he said something to me. Yeah, something like you stay always in a safe area or something like this, and you don't risk something. You should risk more. And so this is for me has much more effect than if he says, "Oh, it's ridiculous," but because usually because
then you tried something.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Like, when did you have your first experience that you really enjoyed yourself?
I think it's because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For me, it's a lot of fun.
Do you remember the first time you had a ton of fun on stage? Like, was there?
Oh, yeah. Just the school. It was just.
Thank you.
I think it was like my. I from a really young age, I was always wanting to be other people, and like I mean, you just. Yeah. I drove my parents crazy. Like they'd come home and I'd be going through my mum's clothes and just like trying on her clothes and doing my I'd watch so much TV. I'd watch so much TV, and I just want to be everyone on TV or films. And it got to a point where my mum was like, "You can't wear my dresses anymore." So. I remember when, but like I went to high school, and I was not popular in high school. I had no friends in high school. Well, that's not. I was not. I drew a lot of attention from the wrong crowd, but I remember doing school plays with a really good drama teacher, and she used to make us do really absurd pieces, and she would refuse any money from the school, and it would always be like, "We are going to do a play called Adult Child, Dead Child. And the costumes will just be blue t-shirts and red t-shirts. That is all." And it would be rubbish, but I just remember loving it. And then from there, you'd go and be like, "Oh, I really enjoyed this." So I did youth theatre, and then I auditioned for the National Youth Theatre and got in. And yeah, I think it was just from having a good teacher as well. And my parents getting really frustrated in that me having all this just not being myself. Well, I love being myself, but just I'd always put myself into other characters.
Yeah, in a way, the directors start to ask, but what about you? What do you think about this character? How? And it's not, you don't hide. You hide behind the character, but there is always so much of you. Yeah. And in a way, it's you have to deal with yourself much more than in any other profession.
And I think I was doing that, especially when I was younger. I'd be like, "Oh, I'd just be this whole character," and because I wasn't I wasn't particularly popular or anything, so I didn't really like myself as a person. But then I remember as you progress, you realise, oh, but it's more interesting when I put myself into these characters. And then that's when you're like, this is much more fun. And, I'm not just copying, I'm doing something more interesting. It's just fun. It's fun, and it's...
And I think I like the conditions.
Yeah,
to be in a small group and to have very intense time and to be with people who usually have a good sense of humor.
Can you do an impression of her telling you something?
I know.
Maybe it would be better if you walk on stage really quickly and then you turn your body really slowly. But from your shoulders first? Maybe not instead you're swinging your leg out? You're always swinging your leg out.
It was
that was Elf who said you're swinging your leg out. But you were like, you do though. You do that, yeah.
Do you have an impression of Ryan?
Oh, you've never done an impression of me. You never do impressions of me.
Yeah, I don't know if I think... Yeah. Yeah. I would have loved to, but then I was really tired. So honestly, I only wanted to have a shower, but then they kept on saying, "No, stay." And we were having lots of wine, and I would have loved to just watch a movie. But and then Greg came into the kitchen and he said, Ryan, wake up. And he was